Howdy guys, my name is Battlemick and welcome in. Today I have for you a beginner's guide to Hunt Showdown. In this video, I'll be giving you a brief explanation of what Hunt Showdown is and also some of the different aspects of the game, the two different game modes, how to play it, and how to get yourself started. So without further ado, let's get straight into it. Now, what is Hunt Showdown? And I'm going to do my best to explain what Hunt Showdown is, but don't worry because I will be showing you and I'll be walking through and giving you guys tips and stuff like that to get yourself started, so don't fret. But in essence, Hunt Showdown is a multiplayer first-person shooter with two different game modes. The two game modes are Bounty Hunt and Quickplay. Just for the moment, we are going to focus on Bounty Hunt, but we will talk about Quickplay a little bit later on. Now, the player plays as a bounty hunter who hunts down one or two of the game's 4 bosses. This includes the Butcher, the Spider, the Assassin, and Scrapbeak. Players can work on their own or with up to 2 other players to find clues about the monster's location and hunt it down and kill it. Now, this is an extremely basic explanation of what Hunt is. Right now, we're going to jump into a game and I'm going to show you exactly what we need to do. Okay. Now that we're in game, now what I've done, I've jumped into a tutorial game so I don't have to worry about other players. Getting started, our first objective is to locate the clues. Now I'm using dark sight here, and the clues can't come up as that blue shimmering. Now these clues are going to be present in each compound on the map, as you can see that I'm outlining here. So what we need to do, we need to make our way over to the compound, which I've chose Cypress Huts down in the bottom left there. And we're going to collect our very first clue. Now, we're collecting our first clue here. Never mind, I'm actually using a trait to collect this. Don't worry about that. Now, you'll notice once we've collected that clue, areas of the map will block out. As I've outlined here, that tells me that there is no possible way that the boss can be in those locations. So we can rule them out completely. And you'll also notice in the top left of the screen, the Butcher icon now has 1 node filled in, which tells us that we've collected a clue. So let's move over to the second compound and collect our next clue. Now there's a few ways you can deal with enemies around the map. You can go loud and proud, which I just killed the hive there, but you can also take the quiet route using your knife and not making a lot of noise. Generally, going quieter is the safer option. You're not going to attract so much attention to yourself, making it harder for other hunters to track where you are. So just be careful. Just be careful of making excessive sound, because a loud hunter is a dead hunter. Also, around the map and in the environment, there are going to be what is known as sound traps. So this is an example of a sound trap, the crows. Crows are a classic sound trap. Setting off crows is going to alert any hunter nearby that you're there. You've set off crows, they know that you are around. Also the horse will neigh as you get close. And any hunter nearby is going to hear that and know that you've set that off as well. So just be wary of that. Make sure you're vigilant and just keep a lookout for these sound traps that are around the place. Alright, grabbing our second clue here, never mind the burning armored. We're now going to check the map and see where it's blocked off. Now we can see that pitching and healing waters is now blacked out. The only possible area the boss could be is the slaughterhouse. So let's move over there and I'll give you a few helpful tips when approaching the boss lair. Alright, now we're at the boss lair. You can see that I'm in dark sight, and what you will notice is the Butcher icon is now flashing. Now what this is telling you is that you are within 50 meters of the boss. Now it's flashing white, and the reason it's flashing white is because it's only me here. If that was to start flashing red, then that's telling you that there's an enemy hunter within 50 meters of the boss. In other words, they're fucking close. Alright, so be really, really careful. Make sure you check that. It's an anti-camp mechanic. So now we're going to go inside and we're going to kill the Butcher. Now there's 2 ways you can kill a boss. You can go the silent route. Here I have a hammer. This is going to be the much quieter route. People are not going to know that you're there fighting the boss. And they can come in the middle of it when you're fighting it. Maybe you're low health. It can get you killed. It does happen. It happens a lot. As you can see here, I'm really, really low health. Or you can bring out your gun. There are certain weapons that are better for certain bosses. But if you do go the loud and proud route, just remember, hunters could turn up at any time. So you have to be really careful. Alright. The boss is now dead. Now what we need to do, now that the boss is dead, we need to banish it. Go up to it. It'll tell you. Alright, you can't miss it. The Butcher is now banishing. If you do check your map now, a huge indicator will come up. It looks like the map's burning. That's an indicator that the boss is banishing. Anybody in the game can now see that. Now, obviously, this is the tutorial. The banish sequence is very fast. It's not like this in online bounty hunt. It's a lot slower. This is when people are going to turn up. So this is when you really, really need to be careful. Once the Butcher's banished, we're going to grab a token, which is the bounty. The Butcher will drop 2 tokens, one for you, one for your teammate. If you're doing duos, if you're doing trios, the rewards are still split between all 3 of you, but it'll only drop 2. And then we're going to look for an extraction. These are what the extractions look like on the map. 3 of them will spawn in every game. So we're going to head down there and we are going to get out. Now you'll notice a 5 has appeared in the bottom left of the screen. Now for 5 seconds of your dark sight, you'll have empowered dark sight. What that is going to allow you to do, any hunter in the area, I think it's about 100 meters or 150 meters. Don't quote me on that. I'm sure I'll put something up on the screen to tell you what the correct distance is. You can have a scan, look around. If you don't see any auras, you know there are no hunters there. If you do see auras, then there is someone there. You need to be very careful here. Once you've extracted, that's it. You've won. You've gotten out alive, and you live to die another day. Simple, right? Easy. Now that I've gone through a game of bounty hunt with you, we are going to go and explain some quick play. All right, now we've jumped into a game of quick play. As you can see, I've used my dark sight there. Quick play is the same as bounty hunt, as in the clues, which in bounty hunt are not called clues, they're called rifts. Now you can see in the top left-hand corner, there's a timer. There's also 4 little nodes. We need to collect 4 rifts, which are essentially clues from bounty hunt. If you've played bounty hunt before, you'll be familiar with them. They show up on dark sight, just like a clue would, right? We need to collect 4 of those. Now, what is different from bounty hunt to quick play is you're only going to come in with a basic pistol, a basic shotgun, or a melee weapon. You need to scavenge. It's basically a scavenger hunt. As you can see there, I picked up a spark silencer off the blue box. That's where you are going to get all your weapons from, all of your gear, healing, traps, pistols, everything you're going to get from finding in the environment itself. So keep a lookout for these boxes, because that's how you're going to get gear. So here we are grabbing our second rift. Now you can use your map to locate where the next rift is, or you can use dark sight. It will show up on dark sight, just like a normal clue would. And here I am going through, just looking at what weapons are around. You'll generally find a lot of weapons around where a rift is, but weapons and gear will be scattered throughout the environment. So, you know, if you want to go and explore, feel free and try and find what you like, what you're comfortable with, or it gives you an opportunity to maybe use a gun that you've never really used before. All right, grabbing our third rift here. You can see that now 3 nodes are filled up on the top left hand of the screen. The timer is still ticking down. Now the timer will continue to tick down, so you will need to go around and collect the clues. Just be wary of other players as well. They're going to be doing the same things, and you're not going to know what they're running. It's completely random. All right, checking the map there. I can see where the map's closed off, so I'm going to head up to the northwest side of the map to hopefully grab my last rift. Alright, grabbing our last rift here, we've now activated the wellspring. Basically, we've captured the flag. We are now holding the wellspring, and all the other hunters on the map can see exactly where we are now. And now we need to defend it until that timer hits 0, or we are the last remaining hunter in the game. Now, when you do kill another hunter, if you're holding the wellspring, that timer will reduce drastically. It takes chunks off of the time. So the more people you kill holding it, the quicker that time is going to go down. Now we're just going to set up in the area. There's a couple of ways you can do this. A lot of people like to get out of the building and roam around if you're a bit more confident. But me personally, I do like to lock down the compound that I'm in and kind of defend it. So you can see placing tripwire and stuff on the doors. So if anyone tries to push in, I can hopefully catch them off guard and kill them. But now we play the waiting game. Alright, well I know there's players here now. I just heard someone die. Now since I didn't kill him, the timer didn't reduce quicker. So you need to be the one to kill the hunter to reduce that timer faster. If someone else does it, it doesn't count for you. Alright, now that I've killed a hunter there, you would have seen that the timer reduced drastically. We either need to kill everyone in the game, or we need to survive until that time is ended. When I killed that last hunter, the timer did go down drastically. If you do kill the last hunter and there's, say, 100 on the timer, that will instantly reduce down to about 5, letting you know that there's no one else in the game. But since the timer didn't go down, I know that there's someone else around. Alright, getting down to the end of the timer here. It looks like the last guy didn't want to push. I'm not sure where he was. Maybe he was just farming some points. That does happen from time to time. Alright, well it looks like we survived. Now, what happens when you win a game of Bounty Hunt? That hunter now becomes available for you to recruit as part of Bounty Hunt. So what that means is any guns that hunter had in Quick Play, any guns, any consumables, any tools, any traits, you can now hire them as part of your Bounty Hunt roster. As you see, the recruitment tab, if you go to Sole Survivor, any survivors there will be free to hire, and they will go into your roster so you can use them in Bounty Hunt. And that's it. That is the basics of Quickplay. All right, guys, that is going to be my beginner's guide to Hunt Showdown. I know it was only very basic, but I do implore you guys to go out and play and get that experience. The only way you're really going to learn the game is by playing it yourself. Hunt Showdown is an incredible game. It's very, very well made and super underrated, so I do implore you guys to go out and get it. If you don't have the game, just a cheeky little plug here, I am partnered with Crytek, so if you do purchase the game through the Crytek store, if you do use my code Battlemick, I can give you guys 10% off the game. I'll make sure that I leave a link down below in the description. Also, I'm over on Twitch if you guys want to go over there and follow me and come and hang out in the live stream. I have an amazing community over there. I'll leave that link down below as well. If you did enjoy the video, guys, please chuck it a like. Helps out tremendously. Also, if you're not subscribed to the channel, consider subscribing so you don't miss out on any future content. Guys, thank you so much again for watching, and I will see you in the next one.